Hey there, guys. I hope that you are having a wonderful Monday afternoon. I am recycling some magazine pages, and I'm just going to sit here with my little journal. I can't really say this is like I don't draw and I don't paint. But I like to construct. I really do like to put things together. So my art journal, this one in particular, is kind of about putting things together. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to recycle this stack of magazine images that I have in my elephant journal. I bought this insert. Chris actually bought it for me for my birthday, and I haven't done a whole lot in this journal yet. I have been working on drawing crystals. I'm very drawn to this right now. So, you know, I have a little bit of crystal work in here, but nothing that I can't, I wouldn't feel comfortable just kind of covering up. So, typically when I am processing magazines, I'm processing them for my flow pockets, and flow pockets, you know, require that 2.5 by 3.5 art trading card dimensions that, you know, that kind of depth. It's, you know, playing card kind of, playing card size. But what I'm going to do today is recycle some bigger magazine images. These are just things that I really did gravitate to, that I thought were very pretty. You know, my strong suit is not painting. I really do admire people who can paint or who can draw, but it's not my personal strong suit. But the thing is that always embrace what you can't do. I know that sounds really weird, maybe in a way, but it's something worth thinking about. You know, I mean, you just may not be a strong drawer. You can practice, and you know, we all should. You know, I do practice, obviously, my drawings here, but. And don't freak out. I'm just going to cover this up. This was just kind of some test material to see if I could draw crystals. I'm very, very into drawing crystals now. You know, but drawing crystals is just like drawing lawns, right? So it's a lot of fun. and it's, you know, for me, it's something that is simple, and I'm not going to have to take a class. I have been watching some tutorials online. But there we go. You know, we've got this page done, and what we did was just utilize some wonderful magazine imagery, and I'm just using some homemade Mod Podge, and that is Eileen's Tacky Glue and a little bit of water, and just laying that down. Isn't that just pretty? I love the hand. I love, you know, the little orb that we have here. I also really do love these colors. Are just incredible in this. I also have this image that I just was crazy about. I just think that this girl riding the rocket, I'm a child of the 60s, so I remember the rockets going up. I remember the moon landing. You know, I'm very into that sort of iconography maybe. But I think that she is just super cool. I was going to put her, you know, maybe in this envelope that I had, you know, like a window envelope, and then I thought, you know, maybe I'll just kind of keep my crystal up here and add a little bit of text. I mean, that'd be okay, right? Kind of like this one. You must live in the present, launch yourself, which goes with her because, you know, she's obviously launched herself on a rocket right there. So let's just lay her down. I think that this way of art journaling also really appeals to me because I can finish it, and I think that completion is important to me. I really do like to sit down and be able to get something done without it being on my plate, you know, for the next day or hour or month or whatever. Okay, I love the quote. I'm sorry that I'm pulling my shirt down over my hands are just freezing today. Let me go grab some scissors really quick. And we can do a couple of things. We can, you know, we can kind of trace around this with a Sharpie, one of my very favorite art tools of all times, or we can just kind of cut it out. I've gotten a little bit of water on it, but that's okay. Up here it says, and don't forget. So we'll kind of cut that off because I like that too. We might use that somewhere else. So we're just gonna, I gotta tell you guys that I am really loving using small scissors. It's been, my hands don't hurt so bad. I think we all kind of get to that point where it's like, yeah, we've been cutting a lot and kind of makes our hands sore. I think I'm just gonna sort of cut around this like that. You know, I could have made it into a cloud or something, but I didn't want to do that. But we'll just fussy cut around here. I hope it fits. It might not. Yeah, that's okay. It is probably going to cover up a little bit of the crystal, but that's not a, that's not too, it's going to lap over a little bit, but I don't even care about that. You know, it's going to be done and it's going to be cool. You must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find your eternity in each moment. Fools stand on their island opportunities and look toward another land. There is no other land. There is no other life but this. Henry David Thoreau. I don't know if you listen to Ram Dass or Eckhart Tolle, but you know, that kind of calls to me because it's sort of the premise for Be Here Now. You know, now's pretty much the only thing that we actually really have. Be here now. What do you think? I don't want to cover that up. I'd rather kind of, I know it sounds weird. I'd rather cover up the crystal because now I kind of have the knack of that. You know, I know how to draw that now. All right. So, I don't know what I want to do over here. Let's see. I do have this. I kind of like her. But then I kind of like the page exactly like it is because to me this is, like I said, this is an orb. This is, you know, maybe planetary. She's on a rocket. The quote went great with it. So I'm going to call this page done. And I don't have a heat tool right this minute. So let's blow it. I'm kidding. I grab my heat tool and I'll plug that in. I know that gets loud, which is another reason that, I think that's another reason that I don't paint a lot, you know, because you always got to wait for it to dry and it's like, oh my Lord, you know, how long is it going to take for it to dry before I can do my next step? So I'm just going to plug this in real quick and we'll just give it a quick dry. Okay, there we go. All right, we are done with that page. I can come back later on and, you know, look with some markers and play with it if I want to, but I am very happy with that. I think that's a super cool like art journal page, and I didn't paint anything and I didn't draw anything. Let's work with a couple more things that I have here. All this just kind of fell together, and it was like, oh, well, that's just going to be crazy fun to work with. The quote says, I don't want to be pretty. I want to look otherworldly and vaguely threatening. And I thought it would be fun to use the quote and then use two really disparate, you know, kind of images here of this beautiful, beautiful girl and this wild guy that is actually from the Fringe Festival. It was from some advertising from the Fringe Festival down in New Zealand, and I just thought he was so cool. I just love him. So I knew I really did want to use him in some sort of art journal page. I've just torn a little bit of color out of the Essence magazine that I'm kind of working with right now. So we're just going to plop down a little bit of color with our homemade Mod Podge over here. And, you know, luckily, I was just kind of at a page that had some orange on it. So we'll put that right there. You people who do these beautiful art journal pages, I hope you don't hate me too much. I really admire people who can do that. Good grief, you know, and these people who can draw and paint, and oh my goodness, they just do the most beautiful things. Okay, we're gonna put him right here. Is he not super cool? I love the little guy like coming out of his hat up here. He's a wild guy. We're gonna put her over here. Let me see if I can maybe find. Yeah, that looked pretty, right? I'm gonna put her over here, maybe like that. Yeah, that would work. So these like big swatches of color in magazines really do work nicely as well. All right, so we'll put that like that. It feels good just to do some art. I've been very busy making journals lately, which I love to do. But, you know, I do really love to do art. It makes my soul sing. But so does making journals. So, here we go. I'll put her like this. And I think for the quote, I might just write the quote on here. I get kind of freaked out about writing in my book, like doing handwriting actually in the book. Okay, I love this too. Another great quote from a book. Let's see. I'm going to cut this out. Do it here. See, I kind of like that as a background, but then I'm gonna need some white. What do I have over here? Let me see. See, I like that, but I'm gonna have to have some white. Over here, I'm trying not to, yeah, let's just use that. Isn't that a funny, one of the very best Valentine's gifts that Chris ever got me, was a Frankenstein doll. And when you push on her tummy, her electrodes light up, and I just love her. And she is not pretty, but she is definitely otherworldly and vaguely threatening looking. Okay, I to be pretty, though that would be nice. I want to look other worldly and vaguely, and I'm going to put threatening here. Okay, so we'll tear that out. And I'll put this here. Yeah, that looks great. This is all kinds of fun. I hope you guys will try it. You know, it's really taking those magazines and just using them, you know, for your very own journal pages. It's just fun. And I really do like that raggedy edge right there. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's try that just a minute, and then we'll go for one more, if that's cool with you guys. It's almost time for me to call Mom. Let's do one more. I have Michonne here from The Walking Dead, which I really do want to do. And I want to put that there. I've got this magazine image that I could use. You know, Michonne is a strong woman. Something like that. Okay, I like the way that looks. I like the way that looks. And then I'm gonna kind of tuck this image, might fussy cut this image and put it in here. Let's go ahead and whack this down. I hope you guys are enjoying this and you don't think that I'm half crazy. I'm really not. My mother had me tested. Shout out to Big Bang. Okay. I haven't watched Big Bang in a really long time. I've watched the reruns, which I really do love. And I've been watching reruns of Parks and Recreation. We don't have cable anymore, so I've been watching online on Parks and Recreation. Parks and Rec. Okay, there's that. Just kind of fussy cut around this. We'll just be able to kind of see this will be like our shadow. This is also on my bucket list, is learning to fire my gun, which I have, but I haven't gotten my permit yet. But in Virginia, we can open carry. So there we go. I think that's going to work out really well. I was going to put that kind of in the background, but I sort of like it up top like that. Sorry about my lack of conversation. It's been a long day. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Michonne. I keep calling her Michonne. This is, oh, good grief, Tammy. Not Michonne. This is, Sasha. Good grief. All right. And there we go. Now, as far as a word, you know, I'm not seeing a word right now, like in my general vicinity. Anything that I have clipped out, I'm not seeing. So we'll just call that one done. Well, I don't know. The payoff. You know, in the story, I don't want to ruin anything for you. I don't want to ruin anything for you, but there is definitely a payoff in this storyline with Sasha. There we go. Get some of the glue off this. And there we go. And I am going to draw this off camera. Thank you guys for kind of hanging out with me. And, you know, thanks for indulging me in my weird approach to an art journal where I just use magazine pages. Thank you guys so much. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.